Hey, 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 it's Melinda, your host at Unapologetically Yours. And I am in a mood, a good one. I am excited, and I'm going to tell you why. Have I ever? Yes, I have. I already know I have. I have told y'all, I have said, I'm getting myself positioned just right. Everything works in my favor. Woo! Everything works in my favor. Even as. All right. Even as it seems or it appears, or the false evidence appearing real, or the real evidence that you pretend is false, things are, I don't know, maybe crashing, crumbling around you. And the reason I'm laughing, other than that's just who I am, like I will be crying and then bust out laughing in the middle of the cry. So I'm not, okay. All right. The reason I'm laughing is because I was remembering multiple different clever little, Instagram clips where, can y'all tell, like I kind of go on IG a lot. So anyway, the clever things. And what it is, sometimes it's like with a child, so it makes it like cute, where it's like, okay, so the caption is me. Oh yeah, everything is fine. But the background crap is blowing up, Or it's like forest fires. It's like everything, it's mayhem everywhere in the background. But oh yeah, everything's good. Yep, just another ordinary day. And so that's why I laughed. I don't know if that made it any more or less funny, but okay. I started doing, I don't know, is this a hippie thing? I've been like hugging trees lately. I don't have any alive plants in my house. And not because I killed them, even though I have multiple times said that I have a black thumb. I no longer agree with that or share that sentiment, and I would love to bring in some live plants. I'm not just quite ready, but yes, I have killed even the plants that say they're like unmurderable. I have done it. My father, on the other hand, has, I don't know, a chartreuse green thumb. He is amazing at all kinds of things. You already know he can cook. That man could cook. But he can also keep plants alive and replant plants. And anyway, he's got many hidden talents too, I'm sure. Daddy, teach me, please. So, the plant thing, the hugging the tree, right? That's a hippie, right? That's associated with, at least growing up, right? Hugging a tree. Well, I got my daughter to hug a tree yesterday. And here's the reason. We're all connected. Trees are living, sentient, is that how you say it, or is it sentient beings? And it's just, they're beautiful. And I've got, haha. Did I tell you about me finding my house? I feel like I asked this question a lot. Did I already tell you? So that might be one of my slogans. Did I already tell you? Okay, moving forward. Somebody put that on a t-shirt for me. Okay. Finding the house. What did I do? So I was with my best friend and her husband, and we were driving around. And we drove in July into a neighborhood, right? We went multiple places, but we specifically went into a neighborhood. And whilst driving down this road, and again, July, this is Florida, it's hot and it's bright outside, and all of the houses were on top of each other. And then there were these bright white mailboxes, and I felt like I was blinded, and I didn't want to live in a neighborhood with cookie cutter on top of each other houses. I wanted land. I wanted mature trees. So I'm going to get back to the tree hugging thing. This was an important feature, important features, plural, that I wanted. Even going into, like very, I don't know, very whatever, depending on your budget, expensive neighborhoods, right? The gated communities. And the houses are lush and great and, 3,000 square feet. But then they're like all on top of each other and there's like nowhere to park. And if you had a party with 5 people who drove from different parts of Tampa to visit you, there would be nowhere for them to park. No, thank you. Even for the 3,500, 4,000 square feet, no, thank you. Right? I'll stay in my tiny house right now that there's plenty of parking. So anyway, we're driving down and I make Scotty turn around. I don't even want him going into the cul-de-sac, right? I am insistent. Turn around. And it was, you will find out why that was so stupid. Anyway, we turn around. 3-point turn in the middle of the road. Don't even go to the cul-de-sac. And then we keep driving to different areas, and Michelle and I wind up, I don't know, somehow Scotty had to leave. So I don't know, it doesn't matter. The point is, she and I started looking by ourselves and we came across a different house that had, the sign, we call the person. Okay. So that person, I don't know if he meets us that day. Maybe he does. Regardless, I wind up meeting with him and deciding I'm going to let him help me find the house. So we do meet. And he shows me, online and prints out some stuff. We're looking at areas. Another adamant requirement for me was it must be close to my father. And period. So my mom had already passed away. She'd been gone almost 5 years. And I want to be close to him. So that's why I didn't go to Brandon or Riverview or any of those places where I could have gotten a lot of land and a lot of house for a better price. No. If I'm that far away, I'm not going to see my dad. It's just going to be too far. So meet with him, and I have this list, my 1 through 4. And we see the houses, not in that particular order. But the first house that I see was my 4th pick, and it's perfect. And guess where it is? It's in the cul-de-sac of that same neighborhood that I made Scotty turn around in. But had we gone to the end of the cul-de-sac, we would have seen the for sale sign. That the house was meant to be for me. And it was also meant to be for several other people who have lived with me over the years, from former classmates, I say classmate, schoolmate, because we weren't in the same grade, high school friend, and people from church, and multiple. I rented out the house to a couple as well, and and it was a safe place for me to be coming into my single mom era. So it's been beautiful, wonderful, perfect, and mature trees. So I go barefoot over there, and I do meditations, and I send the energy from my heart into the core of the earth, and I send it up to God to connect with divine energy, and then I mix it all. And this is sounding very woo-woo, and that's what it is. It's okay. So barefoot, being grounded, it's so fascinating. The things that I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I will not. I'm just gonna stay in my happy hippie place. So this morning I go to the tree, I touch the tree, and I say thank you. And part of that is I'm also saying thank you to the earth, right? Because the roots of the trees are going into the earth, and they're connecting to the other roots of the trees that are in my yard, which, by the way, I have the largest yard in the neighborhood. Whoop, whoop. Didn't help with my appraisal though. Anyway, land is king. Okay. So, but it's also like connecting, it's just, we're and people, we're all connected, right? If you think about someone that you haven't seen in a long time and then they call you out of the blue, it's not out of the blue, it's because we're all connected. And yeah, I don't want to be connected to everyone. In fact, I sent what I think is a hilarious email to somebody. Did he think it was funny? I hope so. Does he have a sense of humor? I think he does. No, he makes me laugh. I was talking about, like we're all connected, oh, I know what it was. It was something else that I repeat. I am not for everyone. And it's okay because I don't want to be. There's a whole bunch of people. And I was like, you know what? There's 8.142 billion people on this planet. And if I said 90% of people weren't my people, it still left like, I don't know, was it like 700? Oh my gosh, the math. What's 10%? Is it 800 million or is 800,000 people? I don't know. It doesn't matter what the number is. That's still a lot of people that I can connect with, and have beautiful rapport with. And sometimes you just connect on the train, right? If you're on the L train, where are my people? Where is the L train? Are there multiple L trains? Is that like only a Chicago thing? Or is it like Boston? Do they have trains in Boston? I know there's subways. Any train, plane, automobile that you're in, sometimes you can just vibe. You can vibe driving, speeding. Don't speed in Vegas or in Nevada near there. They're traps. They're speed traps everywhere. Trust me, one of my tickets that I ever got, it was larger than my mortgage payment at the time. I missed that mortgage payment. Why did I refinance? Okay. Don't speed over there. But you can vibe when I don't speed anymore since that. Oh, that's not true. And as a matter of fact, but I am. And I strive to be so honest. And so sometimes when people say, hey, how are you? It takes a long time for me to answer because I don't want to just say fine. But so recently I did get a ticket. It was $100. But I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you the details because I was going to a friend's house and I was later than I intended to be. So zoom. And there weren't cars. And I passed the school zone. Claywell Elementary, y'all, by the golf course. Guess what? They got cameras over there and some kind of sensor. I didn't see any kind of sign. Maybe because I was going too fast. I won't tell you how fast, but it's fast enough for a $100 ticket, which I'm going to pay next month. And I'm very grateful that there are no points. And oh my gosh, I hope my insurance company is not listening to this. I don't speed anymore. That was the last time. I am remembering several different incidences. It's dangerous. Sorry, I tried to be serious. But it really can be. It can. People, it's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny when it impacts lives, So, okay. Anyway, all right. So, speeding, trees. I have got to find my way back to my story. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay, so happy hippie, right? That was one of the things. Oh yes, how we can connect with each other. We're all connected. And then we have this thing in our brain. It's called the pineal gland or the pineal gland, depending on who you talk to, right? But it's the shape of a pine cone and it has cilia. It has like kind of like hair follicle type things. And it's like this receiver, right? And you definitely want to tap into that and You also want to avoid fluoride because that calcifies it. But okay, we're all connected. So you can be vibing with someone driving down the road or on the L train, right? Like, or at the airport, you see someone and you like their fit and you're like, okay, I see you, or you let somebody in, right? And then they give you the nice wave. Thank you very much. So there's all these ways that humans are connected, but we're also connected energetically and like depending on what frequency you're vibing on. And when you vibe on, I miss so-and-so, right? It signals out into the universe and, and they could pick it up with their receiver and then they call you or you wind up seeing them, on the street, or at the mall. What is going I have a question, because in Tampa, like all the malls are basically they're just going downhill, right? They're like closing. Most of the big shops are out. Even movie theaters, they're closing in these malls. And is that just in Tampa? Is that just in Florida? Is that countrywide? Somebody tell me. I want to know. Okay, so back to the story. See, I think if you stick with me, I mostly always come back to the point, which started off with hugging the tree and touching the tree because we're all connected. And the plant is connected to the earth, which is connected to the moon. Okay, so I said thank you to the tree, right? But I was talking to like the whole earth. And then fast forward, I am on the phone with my friend Shay because I'm going to be meeting her out of the country. Did I tell y'all where I'm going? I don't think I did, because I was saying I didn't want everyone to know. I'm going out the country. How about I'm going to just say that, just in case I didn't tell y'all. And maybe I want some little secrecy or some like, I don't know, is it like sensationalism? Because if you keep staying tuned, you'll eventually find out which country I went to. Okay. So I call her and I'm like so excited because I'm like, hey, I just happened to look at my passport and it's expiring soon, but it will be valid during my trip. Woohoo, yay. And she was like, no, that's not okay. I'm so glad you told me. And you need to go get another one. And I'm like, my flight leaves Sunday. You need to go get another one, she repeats. Oh, that's the BFF. All right, I'm going to take this call.
And it'll take about 15 minutes.
Hey.
I'm sorry, I've been busy all morning. I've been on the phone with somebody. How are you?
I am so good. And I just want to say something. One, you are being recorded audio. So just watch what you say. Mind what you say. No cuss words. Everything works in my favor! Everything works in my favor. And I was just about to...
It does.
It does.
This is how life is.
I mean, it's just... it's such a privilege to live my life. Even... So I'm doing a podcast right now. And... Oh, you're on my podcast.
Hi, y'all. What's up? You have now met me officially.
Right.
And at some point, you're going to actually meet me in a podcast because I got a lot to say. But hi, everybody.
Yes, and I wish this was a video one. So stay tuned because I am going to be doing some video ones. And maybe...
I'm so glad this is not a video one because if they could see our faces and hair right now, it's a no-go.
Well, my hair
Not
is
that you
in
don't
a
look
wrap.
beautiful.
I mean,
your hair's in a wrap, but it ain't like we got, it looks beautiful, but look at me. I know.
You're beautiful. Are you kidding me?
I understand, but no. If I'm going to be on video, I at least need to be video ready. Hello. This ain't it. I'm in my pajamas with no bra on. Come on.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can only see, okay, it doesn't
Girl,
matter.
I ain't like, yeah, I can't be playing like this. I can't.
Okay,
No.
so I
Thank
was.
you for not being on video. My voice is enough for today. I'm radio ready. I'm radio ready. I ain't TV ready. I promise you that. But
All
I'm
right.
gonna be.
All right.
We
So
gonna be TV ready.
okay.
Unapologetically yours. Go
Boom.
ahead.
All right. So I
I'm
was.
ready. I'm going.
All right. So I was.
Where's my video? Get the swan box. The swan box, girl. The swan box. I'm sorry. All right. I had to. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So I was just telling them let me set it up because I just started, right? So let me just set you up so, we're together on the same page. So they do not know what country I'm going to. I'm just going out of the country. They do not know any country. We're not going to talk about the country. So what had happened is I had to put in my flight information for the passport. And then sure enough, as I look up the expiration date is in November. But I'm like, that's okay because my flight, I will return before that. So I call Shay, we talk, and I'm like, oh, guess what? My passport expires on X date, but it's okay because we come back. And she was like, oh, no, you need to go get another one. You need to hang up with me, call the passport agency, make an appointment, get there, whatever. So because in her travel experience and in many countries, your passport has to be valid 6 months after your trip, 6 months or more, not like 2 weeks after or a month, much less the 4 days that I have, right? She's literally experienced this with multiple people in her family and just barely made it back from Switzerland because luckily she had 6 months and 2 days left. So I get off the phone and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm calling. I started to drive to the passport place local, call, and I'm talking to the people in Miami, and they're like, can you get here? Yes, I will drive there. As a matter of fact, that might have been why I called you first, was to see if you can pick up the kids so I could drive my behind to Miami and get an appointment. Only to discover at 8 something that their last appointment was at 9:30. No way I can get there. Unless I could bend time and space, which I haven't figured out how to quite do it that quickly and fast. But I'm working on it. So then I have talked to multiple people. I have called multiple times, and I'm like, okay, because they said there's nothing in Miami. So the person's hanging up on me, and I'm like, but wait. But the call disconnects. So then I call back, and I'm like, I will go to another airport. I will go to Atlanta. They don't have any. Okay, what's the next one? New Orleans. Okay, MSY. Tampa, TPA to MSY. No flights. Called and spoke to someone, and they're like, Charleston. I'm like, okay. And then she tells me all of their appointments are in the morning. There's no afternoon flights. So, and there's no appointments at any of these places. And apparently all of the airport places are all in the southeast corner of America. I would have flown to California or Idaho if I had to today to get that, even though that check hasn't deposited yet. I was going to figure out a way to do it. So then the lady, as I'm, telling her these various things and I'm looking at flights, she was like, you know what? Speaking of flights, let me just go on to state.gov, travel.state.gov. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go there too. And then she pulls up the country. And when we look at the country, it says for passport requirements, it has to be valid during your stay. Period in the story. Then she says, double check with your airline carrier. So I called American Airlines and I asked them, and they told me we follow those government sites. And
you're welcome, American Airlines, for this. I'm sorry, go ahead.
So I printed it out because I'm going to be at that airport and I'm going to have my printout and I'm going to have my totally valid passport in hand. And so I'm so excited that I still get to go on my trip. Yay, because everything works in my favor. And so Michelle, you may not know this, but I mean, I've hugged a tree before, but I've started like talking to the trees on my property. I did just now tell them the story about how you and Scotty drove me over here and I made him do a 3-point turn in the middle. But had we gone all the way to the cul-de-sac, which I made him not do, we would have seen this house, which the realtor that you and I wound up meeting helped me to find. But then I had to give him money, but it doesn't matter. It was meant to be. But so I went back. So after I discovered that, yes, even in this, everything works in my favor. I went over to that same tree and put my hand on it. And then I just thanked the tree and I thanked the earth for letting me be able to go to this other country where I am going to be barefoot on that earth space over there too, and saying thank you some more. And then the other thing, I'm so glad that you called, because I was thinking about jealousy, really. And I was thinking, I wonder, so there's a certain person that was a little bit annoyed yesterday, and I was just wondering if that person was annoyed because they're just so jealous. This is a guy, it's my husband. So jealous of my friendships, like my best friendship with you. Because you know what my best friend did, y'all? This is how best my friend is. My refrigerator went out. And I have another one in the garage, but we keep both full. It went out. So there's two things that she did. First of all, when that happened and when I discovered it, most of the stuff had thawed from the freezer. There was still some stuff with ice chunks. She drove her butt over here from far, far away. She spent 5 hours at my house cooking the food and helping me figure out which of the food I could still salvage that was good. And we emptied out the refrigerator and she cooked, I don't know how many different kinds of things. Girl, that soup with the frozen tomatoes, that thing was so awesome so with good. Peas and steak. So oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Just crazy concoctions. She's pulling out all kinds of seasoning. Y'all, I just mostly do salt. I don't even do pepper. I don't like pepper. She is pulling out all of my fancy seasonings and hooking it all up. So that was one thing that was just so beautiful and glorious. And then guess what, y'all? Then the next day, I feel like it was the very next day, she has her childhood best friend who was in need. And guess what she did? She went over there and helped that person. My door just cracked open and that was freaky. It did. That was super freaky.
I heard that. Everything stopped, and that did just happen. Who just entered the room?
Okay, well,
there's somebody here.
Mom, is that you?
Hello?
I don't invite vampires. You are not invited.
No demons allowed.
No demons, no demonic energy.
There's only good spirits.
Only good spirits. That's right. And so. I do have a screen door, and so, the whole thing with the movies, the vampire, you have to give them permission. You do not have permission across my threshold.
Girl, I hope you got a mirror at your front door, and I know you don't. And that's why you need a mirror at your front door. At every door entry, there should be a mirror.
Really?
Yeah,
okay. Okay. Because of vampires? What?
Not because of vampires. They say to keep the evil spirits away.
Oh, okay.
At the front and the back.
Okay.
Any entry, because you cover your house.
Okay.
And
That's a lot of mirrors.
That.
You're making my head itch. Oh my gosh.
Sorry. Anyways, your door is the one that opened. I'm just sitting over here. I ain't even there.
Okay, well, everything.
Got that going on.
All right, anyway, I already said everything works in my favor, so it could only be something good and glorious and wonderful.
Oh my gosh.
So
I go help Christy.
Right. You go help Christy, hours, like hard labor work, and you're just such a beautiful, good, wonderful person. Okay, so then back to me. The refrigerator. So then, that deposit hasn't hit yet. And so she told me she was going to just replace my refrigerator for me at no cost to me. And it wasn't necessarily a large cost to her because this is secondhand, but she did it for me. And my husband went to pick it up yesterday, and then I cleaned it outside just the way that she told me. And she's better at cleaning than I am too. And
I had to tell you all the things to do. Like, I need you to get a bowl, fill it with water, put some
Dawn and bleach and get the hose. And so I asked Jacob to go get the hose. And he was like, you don't need a hose. And I had him get it to me anyway. And then after I had bleached it, soaked it down, I rinsed it out with the hose. And then, I'm glad you're on this line with me because, listen, so then I started hosing the other one down because the fridge, like at first glance, it looked like it was clean. Girl, that was not clean. It was not. And I'm so glad you told me
I said,
that keep it outside and clean it outside and hose it down.
Nasty. I already knew.
So I hosed the other one down. And Jacob was like, why are you cleaning that one? It's just going to go to the dump. And I was like, but maybe Michelle might want to. You may not. But now I'll find out. Maybe she'll want to pick it up and take it to that place that sells refrigerators because maybe they can fix it.
Tell Jacob to put that refrigerator on the back of his truck and you take it over there. Michelle ain't doing none of that. You crazy.
No, he ain't going to do it.
You pick it up and put it on your fridge and you drop it off at the place instead of the dump. It's not that hard,
Well, if the dump is closer, he might just rather do that.
Oh, Lord. Y'all have any used appliance store will take a used appliance for free. So just drop it off on their doorstep and they'll figure it out.
Oh, see, she's so smart. She is so smart.
Actually, if you post it on Facebook Marketplace, this refrigerator doesn't work, free. Somebody who owns an appliance store is coming to your house and they're going to pick it up for you and you're not going to have to worry about it.
Okay. All right.
So just don't even bother Jacob. Just throw it on Facebook Marketplace for free and tell him, come and get it.
I heard you. That is even better because he would not want to be bothered with that.
Well, I just told you.
You sure did.
Done.
Look how smart she is. Okay.
I promise you. It's gone.
Okay. Hey, should we bet on this, y'all? I wonder how many days. Can you monitor the Facebook page? Because I'm going to be out of the country. Don't tell him which country.
I mean, Melinda, if you put it on there today, it'll probably be gone before you leave.
Okay. All right. So I'll consider it.
The first person, you're going to put a picture of that refrigerator. You're going to plug it in. The lights are on. You're going to open it up and say, it quit cooling stuff. And we got a new fridge now. Anybody want to come and get this for $50?
Ooh. And get $50?
Probably. They'll come pick it up and give you $50.
What? Okay. Okay.
They'll pay you to come and get it.
Girl, because actually I just found out that my checked bag is not free. So I need some checked bag money.
They'll pay you, yeah.
$70.
Why don't you ask your nephew to join you at the airport?
Because of the military. But no, because you have to be on the thing, don't you? No, that's 6 o'clock in the morning.
I don't remember her making that a requirement. Because if you recall, we were not on your tickets.
That's true.
Yeah.
But that's a large ask. It's 6 something in the morning.
Don't worry about that. He's up every day at 4.
Oh.
Have no fears. Oh my gosh, which means I'm up every day at 4, but I didn't even go to bed until 2.
Oh, and now your business is out there like that. Just so you know, now it's on the whole. I'm not editing this out. It's on the whole podcast world.
What are you thinking about?
It doesn't matter. I'm not even going to make it even more of a thing.
In other words, I just made this whole thing public, is what you're saying.
You did.
This fiasco.
I wish this was a video.
I almost fell down.
Oh no. Lord, that would not have been good.
No,
okay.
It's totally okay. I mean, it's been 2.5 years in the making. It'll be fine.
Okay.
People don't know that either, but here it is.
Okay.
2 years. 2 years. What are we in? What month is this?
October.
It's right at 2 years.
Right
actually,
at 2 years. It's definitely not and a half.
Mm-hmm. No, it's at 2 right now.
Okay.
Anyways, whatever. So here we are. Let's talk about something else.
Let's.
Wait, I'm taking up whoever's spotlight this was.
No, it's not. I was just talking about how everything works in my favor. I hope this thing is still recording because my...
Oh, and then I called?
Yes, right as I was about to tell you the story that I called you first to tell you on FaceTime. I called you twice.
Let's go. I'm sorry. See how this always works? ADHD in my favor.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding.
All right, so I haven't packed yet. Well, would you? So I asked my dad to take us to the airport. I'm not saying her name because she may not want her business out there as well. I asked my dad to pick me up, which of course he's willing to do, but would he have gotten enough sleep? No, I can definitely rely on him. Y'all might oversleep. I don't know. He's closer. Oh, good thing it's not on video.
I didn't say anything.
You sure didn't. You don't have to say nothing. I can see your face. I can see all kinds of things with my eyeballs.
And I try to convey that message to other people in this world, and they don't understand. The look on your face told me everything I needed to know. You didn't even have to use your words.
That is it. So.
Oh, my God.
I have to pack.
All right.
You don't have any white clothes for me, but I have some stuff. I'm just not going to... It's fine.
Right,
it's casual.
right.
It's casual. I need to eliminate some...
Actually, look. Hold on.
Huh.
It's a medium.
Nope. These things up here are not mediums.
These ain't mediums either, but they fit in that shirt.
Well, that's because your frame is so tiny.
At this friggin' point in my life, I agree to all that.
Yeah.
And then I've got this. What size is this? That's a medium. Yeah, my whole closet's about...
But it's a button up. I wonder. Ooh. It might work. And listen, I've got clothes for you and him that I got from that store. That may or may not work. That'd be great. That would be great if it did work.
Yes.
Because I could just wear it open.
You could. Anyway, we need to talk on this podcast because now you're going to have to edit it with all this stuff.
No, but also I have to click over real quick. Hold on, it's the school calling me. Hello, this is Melinda. You are on a recorded speaker line. How can I help you?
Hello, this is JD Romeo. I finished all my tests, and it's way before 12 o'clock, so can you pick me up? Because your appointment's at 1 o'clock.
Okay. Someone told me you had a test at 1 o'clock.
No.
Certain? Are you certain?
Our history test was at 10.
Okay, baby.
We did it early.
All right, then. I
So
will...
you picking me up?
First of all, tell me how amazing I am.
You are perfect and amazing.
Okay, that I don't need anything more than that. All right, I'll come get you.
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Love you too. Even though you got cut off and you can't hear me. Hey y'all, I did tell him it was a recorded line. It was not a butt dial. My husband said, was that a butt dial? No, sir, period. It was not a butt dial, period. I couldn't hear you, period. Then I heard some kind of beep, like I got voicemail, period. So I disconnected the line after verbalizing that I couldn't hear you. And I didn't hear back from you either, period. Matter of fact. Love you, period. All right, let's see. No, sir. Just making sure, because auto-incorrect is real. All right. Oh my God. Clarification, ... The check was folded in a $100 bill, period. I had cash on me and the check, period. Both were together, period. It was my hope, comma, that if someone found it, comma, they would mail both to you, period. It was a last-ditch hope, period. But apparently, comma, that person needed the money more than I did, period. Love you, period. Hope that clears things up, period. Hugs. All right, that was to my mother-in-law. All right. Corey, if you are listening to this podcast, you just text me. I knew it would. Tell me the good news. I will, but first I got to call my best friend back and tell her that I cannot continue this. Hey, listen, I totally forgot that when you click over from a FaceTime, it hangs up.
Yeah.
That was JD, and I did say, you were on a recorded line on speakerphone, and he asked me to pick him up, and then I said, okay, but to do that, you have to tell me something great about me. And so he did, and it's captured for everyone, but I hung up before his full love you came out. But anyway, now the whole world knows. My son thinks I'm wonderful. All right, I gotta go pick him up so I can be back in time for my appointment, but maybe I'll stop this. I'm either gonna stop it and then I'll call you back, or I will just like stop it and stop it.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right, love you.
I love you. I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye. Okay, y'all. So I did call Michelle earlier on my way home, and she didn't answer, so no problem. I just got done finishing up a movie with JD. I was able to get him early from school, and we had started last night A Wrinkle in Time, and we were able to finish like the last 30 minutes of it just now, so that was awesome. It was such a great movie. Oh, so deep. Hello, time travel, bending space and time. I don't know if I mentioned that on this episode, but I did on the previous one. And what's also funny is my brother-in-law sent me he sent to me an Instagram link, and so you know the Kermit the Frog thingies where there's one version of it, him talking, and it's in the black like cloak, and then it's regular him, and so anyway, that's the image, right? And so then it says, me, be quiet, they already think you're crazy. And then enter me, tell them you're a dimension hopping divine starseed space shaman. I don't think that landed for you as much as it landed for me. Maybe it was in my delivery. Tell them you're a dimension hopping divine starseed space shaman. Oh my gosh. Now, I might edit this one. All right, let's see. I'm going to try it again. Me, be quiet. They already think you're crazy. Enter me. Tell them you're a dimension hopping divine starseed space shaman. ... Okay, I don't know. Is that considered a blooper? All right. Okay, so I only have a few minutes before an appointment. Well, before my timer goes off because I'm boiling water. And instead of sitting there, I kind of have a gauge of how long it's taking. And I'm going to plop in some noodles in there and serve my son some lunch. But yeah, I think I'm going to end it on that. Although, I think the reason he sent that to me is because earlier last night, I sent him a text. Excuse me. Oh, I hate that loud burp. Oh yeah. I couldn't remember what the second one was. So I said, dude, watching A Wrinkle in Time on Disney Plus, and then the OMG emoji immediately makes me want to watch Interstellar and Everything Everywhere All at Once. So, yeah, because they're all that, right? Oh, it's so good. It's quantum physics. Yes. Okay. Uh, I gotta start doing video. I think I'm gonna start doing YouTube video journaling, and get used to looking into the camera. Because I got sent a Zoom recording of me, and, I was in my own world, and it wasn't really meant for me to be looking in the camera, but it was so awkward to watch it and see how I was, not looking. There goes my boiling timer. Oh, my goodness. So, anyway, I'm going to get good at this, y'all. So you just wait and see. And literally, you're going to be able to see, because it's going to be by video. Maybe that'll be season 2. I couldn't figure out how to do seasons on this, and everyone has their own way of doing things. Like, I've seen people, 10 episodes is a season, and some people are really amazing at, every Tuesday, and they get it out on Tuesdays or whichever day of the week, and it's like clockwork. It's possible that some of them pre-record and schedule. That's a way to do it, but I am not there yet to be so, tuned in, but we'll see how everything goes. I'm going to be hugging some more trees on my trip, so we'll see what shifts and changes, and we'll see how much I reveal to you upon my return. It is possible. Do you hear that sound? The extra sound? That's the ice maker. It is possible that you won't get an episode until my return. But it's also as likely that, maybe I'll send something while I'm at the airport, record something. But anyway, I don't know. Time will tell. I hope that you adopt this everything works in my favor thing. I have told literal strangers, because it's my heart and it's my hope to help people, so I've told strangers on the phone, who I'm vibing with and who are just so spectacular, they go above and beyond, or I just sent something. Remember I talked about how we're all connected? I sent something, they really need this. They need this information. And before that everything works in my favor, there was something else. I don't remember what that is anymore. But yeah, and so try it. Even your darkest day, everything works in my favor. With, some neck rolling, if you can do that, if that's your thing. Some just confidence. You can do Superwoman pose or Superman pose, and everything works in my favor. All right, my next timer is about to go off. So, I have been present with you, right? I have actually been doing some time traveling with my storytelling, because I have been hopping from different planes and universes just to tell one thing. But I've been present with you, and if you're here, if you're at this moment, you are present with me, and so I thank you for that. And I want you to ask the same question that I ask on these episodes, which is, what if being unapologetically me is exactly what sets someone else free? And for me, I want that someone to be you. But also, when you ask that question, it can be posed to yourself, and you are the key. You are the answer. You are the answer. What if you, being unapologetically you, sets you free? Because we know, right? There's a line, there's a Bible verse, whether you're into that or not, that the truth will set you free. But the truth is that if you show up as your authentic self, right? If you embrace who you are, if you don't treat yourself with contempt or neglect yourself or continue, let's say, to shame yourself or ask the other question, which is definitely not the question to ask. When you ask what's wrong with yourself, if you ask that question, you have got to stop. Any question that's going to give you a negative outcome, you have got to stop asking that question instead. How is this going to get better? Things like that. But the truth is that you matter, you're important, your dreams, and we're all so different, right? I said we're all connected. But it's so fascinating to me that how we are as individuals, and certainly there are groups of us who like the similar things, right? But so there's a woman, Crystal, and she is good with chickens, right? Like, she had a flock, and she'd go in there and the chickens would raise themselves up from their nest so she could just get the egg. She had this whole system of mealworms and all that other kind of stuff, and she would give them like special feed or whatever, and they produced for her. But she was also really good at doing furniture, like redos, like and it's like kind of like the whatever, some century, I don't know, like King Louis or something kind of century, whatever that is, like refurbishing all of that stuff. And it was like such an amazing skill set. And my cousin Ariana, she's good with like crocheting stuff. Like, she made me I commissioned a baby blanket, and she's really good at that. My friend Sabrina, Dr. Cardona, she's good. I've commissioned some blankets from her as well. Like, she does this like huge yarn thing. Plus, she's a pediatric doctor, plus she's like one of the best dancers I have ever seen. And like, right, so just like all these different skills, right, just being themselves. And sometimes we don't pursue our dreams and our desires, and we think success is meant for everyone but us. And that's a lie. The truth is, the things that you desire are given to you. They're meant for you to do those things. Only you can do it. And the truth is, you have everything you need inside of you, which is why everything works in your favor, because you have everything you need inside of you. With that, I bid you adieu. Thank you so much for being with me. I had to log back into the computer. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And until next time, I remain unapologetically yours.